Respected Your Excellency, co-chair of the World Summit 2022. Excellency, Mike Pence, 48th U.S. Vice President, and distinguished world leaders and ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dr. YoungHo, co-chair of the Executive Committee of World Summit 2022. It is my great honor to address you today on behalf of our host and founder, Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon. Welcome to Korea. Welcome to World Summit 2022. Many of you have come a long way in order to participate in person, and millions of others are participating virtually through two-way live stream or through various broadcasts and social media networks. I'm very delighted to see all of you. My heart is so moved. Thank you for coming to Korea and for devoting yourself to the search for peace on the Korean Peninsula. Since today's event is taking place in Korea and is being broadcast throughout Korea, I will speak in Korea. Please listen to the translation.
Respected current and former high office holders, beloved peace leaders from around the world. At this moment, the world is suffering from the COVID-19 pandemic. In the areas of politics, the economy, society, tremendous difficulties are arising. And also, the temptation to pursue populist and self-centered policies could lead to greater division and conflict among societies and nations. In particular, concerning the Asia-Pacific region, the fight for hegemony between the superpowers, they are also really influencing the situation and raising tensions on the Korean Peninsula, and also influencing the status of peace in the Korean Peninsula. For the past 2 months, North Korea has had 7 missile tests. It is not just a threat to the Korean Peninsula, but also to the Asia-Pacific and even the entire world. Citizens who are eager to realize peace are very concerned about North Korea's missile tests. The Mother of Peace, Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon, the co-founder of the Universal Peace Federation, is concerned about not just peace on the Korean Peninsula, but also realizing lasting peace in the Asia-Pacific and throughout the world, to realize a world of interdependence, mutual prosperity, and universal values. Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon is advocating that we can realize one family of humanity under God by recognizing that God is in the parental position to humanity, but also that we can realize a heavenly unified Korea and a heavenly unified world. To realize a heavenly unified world, we need to realize first a heavenly unified Korea. Unfortunately, the Korean Peninsula remains divided 70 years after the Korean War, and this is a way to really overcome not just a simple idea of unification, but really to advocate the ideology of love God, love humanity, love your country, based on the values of interdependence, mutual prosperity, and universal values. This vision of the heavenly unified Korea has been presented since 2018, and various summits were held at the continental level in Africa, Europe, the Asia-Pacific. All throughout the regions of the world, various summits were held for the sake of the realization of a lasting world of peace. Korea remains the only divided peninsula in the world, and to realize lasting peace, stakeholders and leaders, thought leaders, peace-loving leaders from around the world have been invited to Korea and really share their wisdom on how to realize lasting peace. More than 10,000 VIPs were invited in 2020 on the themes of interdependence, mutual prosperity, and universal values on how to realize lasting peace on the Korean Peninsula and bring about the reunification of this divided peninsula. Furthermore, not just in the heavenly unified Korea, but also to realize the heavenly unified world, this journey has continued. In 2020, after the pandemic broke, various barriers were erected. Nonetheless, despite the difficulty of people gathering, we have been using various online platforms, rallies of hope. 7 rallies of hope were held where millions of people were participating online and through live broadcasts. Furthermore, the International Association of Parliamentarians for Peace, the International Summit Council for Peace, the Interreligious Summit Council for Peace, the International Media Association for Peace, and the International Association of Academicians for Peace is bringing more than 2,200 stakeholders and experts from around the world to really bring viable policies and suggestions on realizing peace on the Korean Peninsula. Furthermore, experts in Korea and excellencies from around the world, including President Trump and also Samdech Hun Sen, Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, Excellency Jose Manuel Barroso, and other heads of states are participating in this initiative to support the noble goal of lasting peace on the Korean Peninsula. And more than 583 national and civilian broadcasters covered this program that had a reach of more than 2 billion people worldwide. This has been an innovative approach to really gathering goodwill on the importance of realizing peace on the Korean Peninsula. Furthermore, in the areas of politics, security, culture, media, the arts, society, the economy, various experts have come together to discuss various policies. For example, Excellency Mike Pence and Vice President Pence, and also the international investor Jim Rogers. They all participated in Think Tank 2022 to really present various ideas and policies on how to realize peace on the Korean Peninsula. Just as small streams gather together to make a great river that flows into the ocean of unification, it is indeed my great honor that beginning from today until February 14, the Summit on Peace in the Korean Peninsula will take place. There are 157 nations that have diplomatic ties to North and South Korea, and if all those nations could really come together and work together, I believe that peace on the Korean Peninsula, peace in the Asia-Pacific and around the world is possible. It is indeed our great honor that Samdech Prime Minister Hun Sen and Excellency Pan Ki-moon are the co-chairs of the Summit for Peace on the Korean Peninsula. And various events will take place throughout the year. There will be the Sonnak Peace Prize Award ceremony, as well as the main event and various sessions. And also, 30 years ago, Reverend Moon and Dr. Hak Jahan Moon visited North Korea, and they are eager to begin the second phase of their North Korean project. Right now, because of Omicron, various current and former heads of states wish to come and be here in person. However, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to Samdech Prime Minister Hun Sen and all the heads of state who are here with us. Let us give them a warm round of applause. The journey to Korea was not easy. And this time, the summit was held 20% in person and 80% online. And we are hosting the summit, combining online platforms and in-person participation. And all around the world, 3,517 national and local broadcasters are covering today's summit. Once again, I would like to thank all of the peace-loving leaders here and online for participating in this summit. Thank you very much, and once again, welcome.